Alrighty, g'day guys, welcome to another game of Legion TD on LIHL. This is such a trap, don't keep this. It's just like bad YOLO. Cool. NG egg, sweet. Normally you would start this differently, but I didn't have the luxury of both in the same role, so I gotta do a little bit of sellage, but it's okay. But yeah, this is sweet. I get to just push. Hey! This is the buffed Outcast. If I am not Slack, I will release the patch note videos before this video. If I am Slack, I may not do that. But it is done and intended. Yeah, he has Dwarf King, some decent ads. He has a good roll as well. So it looks like I can be pretty comfortable just pushing this game. Gonna Wisp instead of Lumberjack, because I don't know if we're like maybe sending 2 or something. I don't think it's that likely that we send 2. Actually, I don't think we ever really send 2, but either way. I'm fine with this. I think, no, we'll just do this. It's fine. Then we can push some more. Although, how's my team for 3? Rans is probably pretty good. Deer's okay. Somewhere between okay and bad, depending if he decides to stay 3-0 or push. And how about us? We have a pirate. Upgrade is 170, so he wants 4 gold. He probably goes for the upgrade though. Sells an acolyte if we don't give him income. So I should be okay to just push anyway. And yeah, I will do the Sky Dragon for 5. Because, you know, why would I not? Okay, decides to push a bit more, so I'll definitely build these 2 then. I'm not gonna get a Spectre. Like, I could get a Spectre, and it kinda helps, but I just want to push as much as I can. And the way to push as much as I can is not adding the Spectre, I think, even though it's not bad. So I need to add 100 value. Okay. Alright, they're sent here. That's good for me, I think. I hope it's good for the team as a whole, but I'm not so sure that it will be. I'd be surprised if I leaked more than just the Blood Orc. And it looks like I will indeed leak just the Blood Orc, so yeah. My build is pretty safe, but yeah, unfortunately it's not very good for the team. But it's good for Rans. So this is a Rans Cop carry angle. I'm just gonna ping that because we get a scout. No one feels bad, man. LOD with Sentry, Aqua. Not sure what we're actually doing. I mean, we kind of could 4, 5, or 6. Probably not 4 though at this point. Could also attack and could clog. We can do lots of things. This game is fun like that, I guess. Anyway, we'll set up the Sky Dragon. And I will do 1 king up for a 6/2 Sky Dragon. Hopefully our lanes are okay. It's a bit awkward though. I mean, the level 3 was good for me, I guess, but I have probably the least important role on the team. I mean, you could argue maybe Rans has the least important role on the team, but certainly not anymore. Not after getting a bunch of creeps in mid on 3. Which is not like a bad thing he did that. I mean, it's better than them all going straight to the king. Sure. There's Bloodhawk then. Ah, they're gonna send 5 and I'm gonna be sad. I mean, full pushing isn't even good. Like, I want a full push, but it's not even good. Okay, I get the wisp somehow? No, there's no way. I mean, we're really bad on 5. This game is not feeling wonderful. Like, I want to just go 7-4, but I don't actually know if I should, even though, like, it makes sense in my head to do it. But, I don't know, I think at this point I'd just commit to the Sky Dragon. And, like, maybe there's a lot where they don't send. That was an interesting question of, do I build the Spectre? Doesn't really do anything since Sky Dragon one-shot, so I'm just gonna not build it, I think. So let's see, we have 6 Bloodhawks. I'm just sending a Furb, right? Furb is good. So the good news is we didn't get Immolation when we showed that we're really bad on 5. Bad news is we did get Thornmail, which makes it hard to make the game fat, because it makes it hard to send on 7, and I think we kinda need a fat game. Okay, they do send, which is very rude. So yeah, hopefully I get 6-3, I guess. What's my X-Ax proc? I should. First one procced, second one procced. Okay, we'll get 6-3. Yeah, Anza's not good on 5, unfortunately. There's like nothing he can really do about that short of staying extremely, extremely low. Which is not good either, so it's a bit rough. At least we trade evenly to the king. But if we lose 2 heals here, like, we just die 7. It's actually gonna be... Oh yeah, they have Stomp. It's gonna be really hard to not die 7 this game. Because with Stomp means they need, like, less king than they may otherwise need, because Stomp is good at killing birds. I guess it's attack. Okay, so we didn't lose 2 heals, which is good, but I don't really think we can send 7, to be honest. We also need regen, because we have none at the moment. Which is correct, because the other upgrades were probably more important, but now we need regen. Well, I mean, at this point I may as well just spend my gold, right? Because I'm kind of a carry lane now, which is not what I expected. Not really what I wanted either, to be honest, but since I kind of am, there's no point banking a bunch of gold. As long as this has more range than Mutant, 500 and 400, good. This is probably the most useful thing I can build on 8, or 4 level 8 with a Mutant, short of like a bunch of egg sacs, and I really don't want a bunch of egg sacs. That's not something I'm interested in having. So it's going to reach a Dwarf King, which is good, but I don't think it'll be doing that much, unfortunately, but maybe it will. Anyway, I'm going to go 7-4. I don't have engineers or landmines, so even if I wanted to try and clear 7, I can't. Why does it look like I'm doing horribly here? Because I am doing horribly. Okay. Might still be okay though. Like Sky Dragon is still a unit with an HP bar. But yeah, it's not great. 680 value engineer. So normally when you do this you can build like another engineer. And it's a lot nicer for 6, but don't have any, unfortunately.
Research complete.
I actually run the risk of missing Mutant now, but I think the game plan is just hope that I don't. I mean, I can sell an egg sac for it and it's not that painful. Yeah, I can do that, I guess.
Out with it for my brothers.
We're also missing a hermit from green. You'll get that though, yeah.
Enlighten me. I am prepared.
Right, 2 more snipers. So, buffed Outcast, buffed Forsaken One, buffed Snipers. Rand's has got the patch notes roll. Is there a regen? I think it's 1 more regen, then into other things. And that regen should have been quicker, of course. Send Ferment +1. You got Spirit, which is better than what? Dino? Okay. And double Hermit. Let's watch Rans. Wow. Fuck yes, Rans cop. Yeah, this thing did good. I mean, the send is not huge, but it did well. It's doing good as well. It's really good, except I may not get a mutant now, right? But Hades, small mid. I'm gonna take that personally from Rans. Like 75% sure. That was directed, at least partially, towards me. Feels bad. Save it? Maybe it's savable? Looks savable. That's really good. That was -3. Awkward timing on the stomp. Well, that went better than it could and I want to say should have. Okay, do I sell a mutant or an egg sac? I think I sell an egg sac. I think so.
Where do you want us? Research complete.
The unfortunately, farm space.
Upgrade complete.
Okay, not too bad, only having to drop one egg sack. Definitely could have been worse.
Out with it.
Anyway, just gonna prioritize pushing. With these two guys both doing well on 7, I'm back to like not being a carry anymore, which is a good thing. So yeah, gonna like reprioritize into push, readjust, and go into push again. Like he's gonna be more useful than me in the mid game simply because he has Dark Priest Helicopter, even if I have more value income. That's not really gonna matter because Dark Priest is gonna be useful on 15 and my roll currently is not. So I want to get at least 7-6 and then maybe I'll check my 50. Mermaid shielded the engineer at the back. Okay. That is not it. Nah, leaking a bit. Not horrendous. But thank you for that, mermaid. Didn't want to hold anyway. Okay, it's good he holds here. It's really good. Well. Good enough, right? We continue feeding Radscop, which has really been the trend of this game. So hopefully that's a sensible thing to be doing. At least everyone gives bounty. I imagine the 2030 is mine. But I'm not actually sure, I guess. Maybe it's not. Maybe I'm 40-50. It's only leaked 5 and 6, right? And 7. Look, I don't know, to be honest, if I'm 20-30 or 40-50. I feel like I'm 20-30, but I feel like that might not be 40-50 because he leaked 3, 4, 5. I don't know. Okay. I have to juice. Let's just get a couple of specters and sit on that. Maybe get to 7-7. So I liked pretty hard on 8. Harder than I thought I would. So I'm not really so interested in my 50 now. Especially because again he did well on 8. And he's gonna damage 10 a little bit. In terms of what we send, probably like Pudge Panda, yeah. I like that. Spawn is the other thing that's okay, but I like Pudge Panda into like Aqua and Pod. I'm gonna push one more for sure. I may not push twice. Because then I'll actually like have a somewhat difficult time reaching these ends. Alright, the self shield is actually fine. Because of the placement, it gets sniped here. But still think that was the best placement because it doesn't screw me over on 8 and it is the only placement that's like at all reasonable on 6. Placing it in the back I think would be very silly. Anyway, happy to leak here. So I think that's pretty good because it's relatively slow. And you know, like not massive either. 10-20, so I was 20-30 then, sure.
Don't be afraid.
Out with it.
Realistically, how much value do we have here? Minrans has a bit. Oh, King sucks.
I am prepared.
So basically what I'm thinking is like, what's the chance that we don't need much King, and then I can push during the level?
Enlighten me. Thy bidding.
I want to say the chances are really fucking low, like really low, but maybe I just believe in my team and just keep building anyway, because it's not like building does much on my lane. I get one bowman is enough, but it doesn't seem that good versus what we have seen. Budge bandits are basically the same send, but they get a bit more mass. Okay. We probably had lower push for 7. Let's watch Rans. Specifically, let's watch the second one. Okay. I mean, I'm not going to say it did badly. Actually did do pretty well, to be honest. Tanked for a while. Okay, nice job. Kills 1, which is good. Kills 1 also. It's like not horrible. If that number 8 is like 8 bosses, that's pretty fine. Because we leaked 7. Yeah, I don't think I get to push him, man. I think this is just upgrade the fucking king. Okay, and that's 2 mid, so that's a big problem. Yeah, alternatively, if the 8 is like 2 mid, then it's just not a thing. Oh yeah, he had a Wolverine, which also got buffed. Maybe it's really good. Hard to know. Haven't seen enough of it. That's actually the first time I've seen someone with it, I think. Yeah, pretty sure pushing is like we die, but at the same time, maybe that was indeed the best play. Okay, 50 from Rans. I mean, it's not too bad. Yeah. I have to agree that I think this is just over. But maybe Dark Priest. Maybe Dark Priest.
I'm waiting with bated breath.
Job's done. Out with it. Upgrade complete.
Maybe Wolverine is indeed just too strong now. It's possible with the ramping crits, but as I said, don't actually know. So I don't necessarily have anyone leaking. We kind of need leaks, right? I mean, I think if there's any level we live, it's 15. I don't think there is any level we live, but I think if there is one, it's 15. No leak in 15. Okay, well, that should be doable. Well, just a couple of leaks. Fortunately, we do lose arena here. So it's relatively close. I mean, all I can do is build Dark Priest, right? It's the only thing that has, like, any potential value, I think. In terms of, like, hey, if I snipe both my Krakens, maybe that actually helps in some way? Maybe? Okay, so what was it? It was just, like, Undead and then 3 to 4 Wolverines. With probably a Tree of Speed and not an upgraded TOT for 10 would be my guess. Okay. And I can see how this did well on 10. It's just annoying that it did. I don't know what else to say about that. I guess Wolverine is just one of those difficult units, in at least like the meta that we have, because 10 is so important. And like, if Wolverine is good at critting, it's ridiculously insane on 10. I don't know if it is that good at critting, but if it is, then it's ridiculously insane on 10, and 10 is the most important level. Even if it's not that good at other levels, it can still be like difficult to play against. I'm not sure, to be fair, but like, it's just a difficult unit to balance in that sense, I guess. So I managed to hold here, which I'm not sure how I feel about that. I don't think they actually overpushed though. Like, they pushed. I just think they were allowed to push.
Out with it. By bidding.
We can still try. Like, they're not that good 13. If this TOT was here, I would be ready to consider him mid 13. With this placement, maybe not.
Out with it. That's a given. It has begun.
And I'm fine to try it. I should leak like this. That would be my expectation, that I leak like this. I'm fine with 13. Like, if we do actually force some king, maybe it's helpful. Probably isn't, but we force like some king and then they still decide to send not very much on 15, that would be nice of them. Shows it's like that would be nice of them, as in it's not very sensible for them to do it. Murgle. Sending Murgle, I guess I have some AoE? I don't know. Doesn't seem that good to me, but maybe it's good. Like, it's not terrible. So am I just easily holding? Is that what's happening? Because I did want to leak. It doesn't look like I'm leaking though. Okay.
Storm, earth, and fire. Heed my call. Let the killing begin.
Maybe I will just send Frost Wolves. That sounds like an okay idea, to be honest.
With it.
Reach a couple of Frost Wolves.
My brothers, it has begun. No one shall be the wiser. Job's done. Job's done. Job's done.
Reroll into... And Griffin is not terrible, but... Not so sure any 15 is what's going to end up being useful here. Like, I'm just building Dark Priests aware that this send means they probably don't send 17. Oh. Yeah, okay, maybe I should have, like, actually paid attention to other people that had the same idea as I had. That's kinda awkward. Well, at least my teammates seem to agree that Wolf is a good send. So that's something. So I guess, like, on the flip side, the good news is if they don't King League, right, then maybe they'll send 15 anyway. Or if they King League, like, a small amount, I guess accumulating a small amount is maybe like ideal. We get a bit of money and they still send 15. And they do some ups from like 510 to 1613. And like if they're upping a small amount like this, -3. If they're upping a small amount like this, maybe they're still gonna go 15, which is like, as I said, I think our best chance of living. Like, I don't think it's a good chance. But maybe it's the best chance. I think they send pre-17 as well. I mean, they don't have to. I'm gonna not king, by the way, because my lane doesn't really need the gold as much. Or it doesn't use the gold very effectively, I guess.
Job's done. Thy bidding. Enlighten me. I am prepared. Research complete. That's a given.
Reroll into Hydra. Hydra is potentially
Job's done.
a good unit. If they send 15 or I guess 16. So I definitely want to not leak here, but that should be fairly easy with 3000 value. Even though my units are pretty bad 14 for the most part. Say for the most part, like I have a single unit that's good here. I guess this is good here. And this is like technically not bad. So there's that. Okay, Highborn, carry. Carry me 14. Should I steal that last upgrade to make sure no one can get higher income than me? Fuck, it's too late. I totally should have. I knew I should have. Again, like, I kind of hope they leak. Because I think I want them to send 15. Because then we get to die sooner, yay. No, but, like, if we're gonna survive a level, it's probably 15. I don't think we are. But if we are, it's gonna be 15, I think. Or I guess 16, but I just don't think 16 really makes much sense at all for them. What do we build?
Job's done. Job's done. It has begun. Out with it. Job's done.
Okay, tweet, tweet.
Job's done.
Tweet, tweet. Yeah, my value is like genuinely not that bad. Do I juice? Fuck it, juice. Fuck it, juice. I'm ready to survive. To be fair, I'm ready for Rans to actually do quite well here. I guess Inti can maybe do well also. Can do okay, potentially, hopefully. I don't know, let's just see if they send right. Okay. Never mind. Well, we can't resend 16. After we kinged, even if that would do anything, which, like, spoiler alert, probably not. Reroll into Cannon and a Berserker. Okay. Which is obviously really good. Going to build 2 more Dark Priests, and then... Oh, it's 100. Yeah, fuck that. Going to build 1 Mutant and 2 Dark Priests. And a Dark Priest. Whatever, same difference. If you're wondering, like, why 1 Dark Priest? Because I can get the other 2 Mutants for 17. And on the very, very, very off chance they send 16, I think I would rather have this Dark... I mean, I would rather have this Dark Priest than another Mutant. So that is why. I guess at this point I will also income send. Didn't want to like steal the income from my team by doing the king ups, but I guess I can just send now since my value is like pretty much on par. Okay, so upgrade.
Wanna blow something up?
Upgrade complete.
Juice. Juice. Then I guess I will sell a parrot
More
or a
lumber is
spectre.
required.
I should sell a parrot because, again, in the very, very, very off chance we survive, a spectre upgrade is useful later in the game. Get an elder witch doctor. I think it's like the most useful thing I can do for 200 gold. I don't think it's very useful, but I think it's the most useful thing I can do for 200 gold. Also, ancient tree. Fuck yes, ancient tree. What a king. Okay, I mean, I have 5,100 value somehow. Not really somehow. It makes sense that I have that value, but yeah. So there we go. Like, I'm not actually very good here though. Way too many dark priests to actually be good here. Didn't really get enough warclog either. Need more warclog than this. It's awkward because I need like the mutants to not die, but I need the dark priest to not die. And then so I have like 3 parrots and an egg sack of frontline. So this is what that looks like, unfortunately. Franz is mid though. Yeah. I mean, he got third, he did well this game, but it's just not much he could do, unfortunately. Well, not actually mid either, but you know, close enough. Poor Ranz, we were too heavy for him. Yeah, the Forsaken one looked pretty good. If I get like a decent looking outcast roll with some Annie 10, like Annie 7, Annie 10, in a spot where the team needs it, I'm down to try that. For sure. But yeah, cheers very much for watching guys, appreciate it, like, subscribe, all of that, and I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.